And welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. Last episode, we were just doing more courage tests, weren't we? Yeah, courage this, courage that. They're not teaching me techniques, just saying you need more courage to do it. This is a pathetic storyline, I'm just gonna say it. Thank you for agreeing. And I will say, normally I try to go for about 40 minutes, we built back up to that. But I kinda used a lot of fuel playing Sonic Racing when I shouldn't have. Mainly because I had so much grinding to do off camera to unlock every car in the game. So this is probably more of a 20 to 30 minute video. I do apologize, don't worry, next week we'll be back to our usual 40 to an hour long episode. I use up way too much fuel, I'm running low, so let's just get this done. After all, this is just more courage this, courage that, it's annoying. Level 25, at least we're almost done. We got like, what, 2 more quests? Yeah. It's good to see you again, Mechanist. It's stronger than when we last spoke. How would you know? You just keep talking about courage. Plainly, you have devoted many hours to training. Yeah, because you're not teaching me anything. Which is just as well, for I have in mind to set you on your next task, another test of courage. At the Bramble Patch, you came to grasp the true meaning of... I called it, it's just nothing but... These guys suck. I thought the archers would be bad, but no, it's the lancers who are horrible. I hate this story. I would have you put the courage to the proof before 3 masters of art. It's just courage. You have courage, then prove it. Oh, you are courageous. But are you courageous? Do this. Oh, you have courage. But have you tried using courage to win? That's all the storyline is. It's not teaching you anything. Maybe not for if it was the theme, but it's not. It's just, oh, you stand before me. You have courage. Go find this creature. You did it. You must have courage. Now for the next test, a test of courage. It aggravates me. Yeah, but we gotta move past it. Just had to get that out there. Sorry. In many years since they began their training within these walls, these men have led very different lives, yet they show the distinction of being regarded amongst the finest lancers of their time. Why, because they have courage? And just as they once looked to their seniors for inspiration. I can't even read right, I'm too aggravated. I'm not mad, I'm aggravated. So too shall you look to them. No, I won't. By availing yourself to their wisdom, you will take another step toward becoming a fully fledged lancer, because of courage. Your first instructor is a man named Matthew. We'll call him Math. Think about in that place's spire to the east, or in the east shroud, where he serves as a front sentry. Long years his posts have honed his perception. No detail escapes him at his piercing gray gaze. I shouldn't just do this episode, should I? Yeah, I know, focus up. Present yourself before him in inspection, Mechanist, and do as he bids. Probably just another test of courage. Can I teleport? It's even called courage, right? No. Wait, is that the right one? No, it's this one. I can still teleport. I'm so glad teleportation is in fact a thing, so long as you take the time to explore and unlock it. Which is fun. Alright, where are you? Where are you? Come here, hand. I need somebody to carry me through this. And it's 1 of 3 tests of courage. Ugh. Okay, I need to knock it off. Yeah, sorry. I love Final Fantasy, but this is just such an annoying quest line. But they're not doing anything but courage this and courage that. No, I'm not getting into it. Yeah, stop that. Alright, Math, what do you have for me? You must be the young lancer I was told to expect. Greetings and well met. I am Math, commander of the brave men and women of the Spire. Now let's go have a good look at you. I see, you possess strength and skill in abundance. Yeah, I had to do it on my own. Of this there is no doubt, but you still want for experience. Really? Oh, I don't doubt you've seen much and more. mayhap you believe there is naught left out there to unnerve you. Yeah, you'd be surprised what I've witnessed. That the world is wide and only the gods can claim to know all. That way you think I have access to the Wikipedia and fandom. Thank you. You may be assured that the legendary Lancers of old faltered at times. Yeah, because all they were taught was courage. No Lancer nor any man can foresee all possibilities. Okay. But he can steel himself for the unexpected. I would have you do just that. Is that a crack of me being a machine? Take this ball of fresh spoken blood. You. And sprinkle it and at the foot of the great tree to the north. Doing so will lure out a creature of the night, which you are to vanquish, and improve your strength of courage. That's all this is. Can I jump down? Yes, I didn't take any damage. Oh, look, the tree is right here. I had to go so far. Actually, that's really nice. But can I throw it from the top? Just saying. You sense a hostile presence. It's bats. Okay, let's see if I remember my combo. This for damage boost. And then this for the actual damage combo. Yes. And then we have our super attack. Life surge. Guaranteed crit. Yeah, I remember. Yes, for level 25 quest. Defeat 5 or 6 level 15 bats. Look at my courage. Although I guess if you have a phobia of bats, no idea what that's called. But again, it's not okay. Whatever, not doing it again. Welcome back, son. I'm not your son. And well done. I bore witness to your battle with my own eyes. How? There's a tree and wood in the way. The blood bat bewilders its prey with a ceaseless flittering, which makes putting a spear in the beast an exercise in frustration. Oh, I know about doing with frustration. It's called this quest line. Frustration that may easily have given rise to panic. No, for me, it would get set. I'd set this whole forest. I would set this whole forest on fire if I gave in to my frustration. Trust me, I know what to do. Yeah. I'm sorry to overheat. Manage my cooling, please. Yeah, to your credit, you fought on resolutely and thus emerged victor. You, Wayne, whatever his name, we'll call him Wayne, has taught you well, young one. You have a way to go, to be sure, but beneath those rough-hewn edges, I see the makings of a great lancer. That is a lie, because I'll become a dragoon instantly. With my blessing, make your way to Buscaron's Druthers again. In the South Stroud, I know where it is. Is there your next instructor? Buscaron himself awaits. Of course he's a lancer. The man had a quite unique approach to our art. Did he paint? No, it's a fair while since he hung up his spear. Phrasing. His words are well worth hearing, indeed. Lancers visit him as much for his counsel as they do his meat. Good thought of it. By being Buscaron and availing yourself with his knowledge, your lance work shall surely improve. Yes, being told, hey, did you know that if you use the pointy end of your lance, it will actually do damage? Would you work? Thank you. Yes, I'm wasting all my money, don't care. No, you need to train. I mean, even the archers have me shoot targets and run from enemies while doing so. It makes sense. This does not. Hearing people talk about how great of a lancer they are, and then tests of courage, I'm not going the right way. But I guess they all can't be winners, but I hate because these guys are going to become dragoons. Maybe the dragoon storyline can save it. Alright, where we're going? Oh yes, the tavern. That I've gone to, I think, on 3 separate occasions now for 3 different storylines. I mean, good use of a character, but come on. A little much, if you ask me. Alright. And here we are. Hey, it's me, again, and again. Well, if this isn't your winged prodigy, I thought it was about time you arrived. I'm Busquad, I've met you several times now. This here's my place, and yes, I know about it. Any road, between keeping throats wet and bellies full, phrasing, I ain't got a great deal of time to just chat now, so if you don't mind, I'll get on with educating you. Do you have courage? Yes, you're done. Now take this nice bottle of full flower mead. Wait, don't open it. This ain't that kind of lesson. No, I want you to make an offering of it at Miss Stahl's lance, which is a monument tucked away in a rocky cleft to the south of here. Leave the bottle safely there, complete with its contents, and when you come back, I'll tell you a story. Got all that? I don't want a story. I want somebody to actually teach me how to be a lancer. I mean, I know the game does, but I mean from a story standpoint. If I was a lancer, I'd be ticked at these people. I know, shut up, I know. I'm trying, but this story infuriates me. It's not the gameplay, it's the story. Alright. Pour some mead, and what creature's gonna fight me? Nothing? Oh, isn't this a great quest that will teach me many, many lancer skills? You know, at this point, I think it'd be better just to shut off my ability to talk, otherwise I'm just gonna keep going off, and I do apologize. But to be fair, I am running low on fuel, and I'm dealing with an annoying storyline. I apologize, I'll try to do better. So you offer up the meat as I told? Yes, clearly I did, just that I didn't step outside and drink it all. And without drinking a drop? Very well, you shall have a tale of me as promised. Miss Stahl's the man who founded the Lanterns Guild, and the monument I sent you to was erected in his honor. That person was courage made flesh, again with the courage. Cut him, and I dare say you have bled the stuff. Yes, bleeding courage. Exactly what we want. It was him who first identified the two aspects of the Lantern's courage, and as well as how to go about tempering them. You're tempering me. And that was all he did, seeing how the art had gone stale, but without lanterns keeping up to the confines of the Twelves Woods, he sought to bring in new techniques and methods from faraway lands. But Gridania was a different place in his day. The outside world was a thing to be shunned back then, and non-forest born were considered faithless savages. I was even worse than now. Of course, old Miss Stahl wasn't afraid to call that way of thinking what it was. A lot of ignorance and cowardice. To cut a long story short, thank you. Despite a forest full of good old Gridanian's stubbornness, he finally convinced the nation to open its doors to foreign lancers. And by blending their techniques with his own, he gave the world the art which you now practice, and will soon abandon because I want to become a dragoon. To this day, the Lancers Guild accepts students regardless of their origin. That would have been possible if it hadn't been for Miss Stahl. Okay, so how's this supposed to make me a better lancer? I get understanding where you come from, but I'm not going down that road. Us Lancers owe him much and more, and it's our charge to carry on his legacy, never forget that. What's that? When it's a trial? Baha, as much as I head to this point, there isn't one. Your courage was never in doubt. Not even a test. No, not going to. My part in the training's done. It's time you visit the third and final instructor, a fellow named... Not even going to. We'll call him Claret? Vox? We'll call him Vox. Fellow Vox. We'll find him whiling away his time at the Bobbing Cork. Well, that's a name. Like as not. Oh, that's the name of the inn in Fallborn Float. Fallborn Float? These names. In case you don't know, up in North Shroud it is. I wonder if I would teleport. Vox is an old rival of mine. Me and him used to go at it till neither man could lift his spear tip off the ground. Phrasing? I warn you, he was a right stubborn bugger back then, and years ain't done much to improve his humors. Not humorous. What am I saying? I don't know what I'm saying. So, good luck with impressing him. Great. Just, can I teleport? Yes, I can. Thank you, game. That is very helpful. So what have we done with this test of cards? We've killed a few bats. Very, very difficult for a level 25 quest. But maybe this will be a boss. Maybe. I'm guessing he's upstairs. There you are. What do you have to say to me? I take it that you're the young lancer to whom Ywain spoke, an adventurer besides, by the look of you. I was an adventurer myself once, then I took an arrow to the knee. Or in this case, I took a lance to my courage. That was before I became a lance for hire. But enough I will talk, you've come to learn from me. And learn from me, you shall. Oh, I was going to say, where are you going with that? Be warned, though, that you will not find me as lenient as an instructor as the others. They haven't done anything. Now pay attention. Show me your courage. This far you have learned to muster your courage in situations of fear, panic, and uncertainty. No, I haven't. With me, you'll learn to do so in the face of change. Because it's only courage, not combat ability. The enemy is a living thing, and living things are apt to change. Whatever the nature of the change, a lancer must be able to think and adapt, so much any fighter. And to think and adapt during battle requires courage. No, it doesn't. That one I'm just calling out. No, it does not take courage to think and adapt. It takes a sound mind, and it takes a not dummy. I mean, you can have people who don't know how to be able to adapt in combat. I can't with this game. Yeah, you know what? Activate it. I need the coin. We're almost done with this video anyways. To teach you the meaning of my words, I would have you challenge a fiery fiend known as a red balloon. Yes, very difficult, unless it belongs to it. However, the creature will only appear where there is a raging flame. You mean like the hatred burning in me right now? You may kindle such a flame by procuring 6 fingers from slain balloons, and disposing them of the gutted campfire. This just fights to entice the red balloon. As the battle wears on, the creature's fury shall burn in ever greater fervor until it is ripe to burst in a conflagration of death. The courage lends you strength to your lance and extinguish a fiery foe. This had better be a boss fight. Come here, hand, and take me to my mission. Actually, where is my mission? I guess straightforward. That's pretty straightforward. Oh, shut up. So we must slay 6 balloons to summon a red balloon. Well, at least these are level where I'm supposed to be. But how quickly do they fall? Pretty quick. And now that my damage up, they'll be even quicker to dispose of. 1 balloon down, 5 to go. Out of the way, and to the moon! I should probably use you to refresh my buff. Thank you. Not what I was looking for. I'm looking for balloons. Not what I'm looking for balloons. If I said balloons, you can go away. That's another one done. And some bomb ash for my trouble. Nice. Better reset my buff because you are not grouped. You know, that'd be nice if you were grouped. How many more do I need? 2. Well, there's 1 right there. And let's see. Damage up. Okay, this is too many. I'm gonna have to take a quick side quest to take care of all these real quick. You're not even strong. Get out of the way and drop my combo. I deserve all your ridicule. Alright, I'll use you for damage up. Go away. I need one more balloon. And it looks like there's only one on the map. Actually, no, one just spawned. There we go, last balloon. And then I can fight the boss. Hopefully it's a bit of a challenge. I know I'm a little overloaded, but not that much. Pop goes the balloon. And it's right over there. Okay, let us sprint right over and finish up this quest line. That is just a complete waste of time. Who locked on? You better run. You're really coming at me, aren't you? Alright, it's just one of you. The annoying creatures. Damage up, because that's all you're worth. Light the campfire with a bunch of balloon fingers, and there's a big one. Well, you take way too much damage to be a threat. Life surge and kaboom. Wait, I have this. Aha, I have range attack. Gotta remember that. Of course, actually doing the thing of getting bigger the more damage you do to it. Yes, I really needed to adapt to that fight. Whatever, we're done. I used too much fuel, and I think it's working out in my favor, because, well, obviously. Again, I apologize, I normally not like this, but Gridania sets me off, and this storyline sets me off. But luckily, emergency cooling has helped. Well, too low, too late, and no, it's not your fault, although I don't blame you. But next time, we're gonna have it prepared in advance. Sound good? Alright. So we're back here, we'll talk to you, we'll talk to the Lancer, and we're done. So I vanquished the red balloon, no less than what I would expect from one of your wings. Your enemy altered its nature throughout that counter, it just got bigger, didn't change anything, thereby causing the turn of the bow to shift repeatedly. No, it didn't. Yet ever did you press onward, your courage, not going into it, holding firm in the midst of constant change. So it was that you emerged triumphant. I am not known for being liberal with my praise, but you have done well. Yours is a genuine courage. These people. Mind you, this does not give you a license to forsake your training. That's the way I'm actually getting better. You are still but a fledgling among us, after all. I have finished with you. You may report back to your Wayne, and when you do, tell that young upstart that I demand he show his face here from time to time. That is all. And speaking of all, I am out of here. Poof. I love that any class has access to that spell, despite the fact that, it's magic. Let's see, the Lancer's Guild. Let me finish this, so I think next episode we'll do the last quest and be done with it, and we can become a Lancer. Or not a Lancer, we're already a Lancer, a Dragoon. And hopefully that storyline will be a bit better. I mean, I feel like it's going to be just because on the basis it has to do with dragons. Okay, old Vox demands I show my face. Ha ha ha. I can only assume that buxom brunette that the float isn't lavishing him with enough attention he craves. Very well, I should see what I can do. As for you, Mechas, well done. I never doubted that you would meet with the approval of all three men, yet I still no less proud for having done so. You have traveled far along the Lancer's path, and soon will be no longer require my guidance. In fact, you need overcome but one further trial. Okay, cool, next time we'll finish this. To complete your education here, do so, and I will give you my blessing to lead the Lancer's Guild. Thank you. And embark upon a new adventure with spear in hand. As ever, apply yourself to your Lancer work and return here when you're ready for the final challenge. I look forward to meeting our next meeting. And this is all worthless, so let me just grab the money, and we're done. Ooh, well, I guess let me see what the rewards are. Let's see, gear and lance charge increases damage dealt. Cool, another damage buff. So, in conclusion, still just a bunch of nonsense, still nothing but ton of courage, and Lancer has a lot of damage buffs. Thanks for the cooling Orbo, otherwise I probably would have had a horrible system crash and the video would have ended abruptly. Alright, so next episode, like I said, we'll go back to our 40 to an hour long format. I just couldn't do it. I used too much fuel playing Sonic Racing. And I still have more to play. I do love this game, but I hate this quest line. Well, that was a lot of fun, and I hope you enjoyed as much as I enjoyed gaming. This has been The Mechanist, logging off. Until next time.